Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay. Is that picture available? Is that picture coming up? Okay. So, as you all know, Gaurangi Mataji, who is the mother of Jai Sachidanand Prabhu, she left her body a couple of days back. And on Friday was her cremation, and I wanted to speak a little bit about the passing of Gaurangi Mataji. I was there at the hospital when she was about to leave her body, and I was just it was a very glorious passing with Kirtan going on, and I will talk about all the other things that she had during her last breath beside her, like garland of the Lord, tilak, tulsi in her mouth, and the Ganges water, etc. So I was just sitting there, and some thoughts were coming in my mind, and I was writing down some of those thoughts. And I was imagining myself in that situation. It was kind of obvious that she was going to leave her body sometime soon. Nobody knew it would be in the next 10 minutes or next 10 hours. She was in a lot of the breathing was very, hard, and all those things were happening. And I was remembering this verse from Bhagavad Gita, very famous verse. Can that verse be put up, Prabhuji? 8.5. Antakale cha mameva. So I hope that verse is there on the screen. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Yah prayati samadbhavam yati na asti atra samshayaha. So the Lord says, and this verse is very, whenever anybody hears about death, this verse comes to mind. Antakal is the moment of death. Antakale cha mam eva smarana. When one does smarana of mam eva, me alone, and me here is Krishna, at the time of death, antakale, muktva kalevaram, and again, antakal may be like a little bit long time, few minutes, you can say, a few hours, like this is my antakal, this is my last moment. But muktva kalevaram, at the moment of quitting the body. Okay, mukta means to get detached from, leave. This is not the mukti of liberation from material world, from kalevaram, which is the body. So, muktva kalevaram, at that time who remembers, specifically in that moment, yah prayati sa madbhavam, he attains my bhava. Lord Krishna is saying, na asti atra samshaya. In this there is no doubt, samshaya. Na asti, there is no atra, in this there is absolutely no doubt. One should have no doubt that if one remembers me at the time of quitting the body, he will attain my nature. So that is the translation by Srila Prabhupada. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. So, remembering me, smarana. So this smarana is mentioned here. And this is very, very important word, smarana. So I was just thinking, this verse was coming to my mind at the time of the passing away of Gaurangi Mataji. You can show the Sanskrit or the IAST, the transliteration, not just the translation. Yeah, great. So smarana is what today we will be focusing on. And in the purport, I don't want you to show the purport on the screen, but in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying the word smarana is important. And that is the topic of discussion today. So, at the time of death, it is very, very hard to focus. I was thinking, if I was in that situation, I couldn't obviously know what she was going through at the time of her passing, but I was just thinking, looking at the external circumstances, everything that was going around with a feeding tube inside me, with a whole bunch of wires connected and all that, I would definitely not be able to do smarana of Bhagavan in that moment. The breathing was very hard, and if I were to be in that situation, even though if kirtan was going on, but if there is, I get migraines many times, and when I get migraine, I hardly am able to remember anything, let alone the Lord. Even if I love my children, I love my family, even if they want to talk to me, I say, not now. Bhagavan comes probably 9th, 10th, or 99th. So, what to speak of remembering Bhagavan when there will be the most severe migraine in my head at the time of passing, and many other things that will be happening. So, therefore, in the next verse, or 8.7, 8.8 actually, Lord Krishna says, so if we can move forward to 8.8, Lord Krishna says, Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa na anyagamina paramam purusham divyam yati parthanu chintayam. So he says that this remembrance, antakale chamameva, this ability to remember Krishna at the time, at that moment of death, comes by practice. Abhyasa yoga yuktena. So, abhyas literally means practice. So, therefore, I wanted to stress on this point that very serious practice of smarana is very important during one's lifetime. Otherwise, that remembrance is not going to happen in the last moment. And that remembrance, it's not just if some external tape recorder is playing and we call it remembrance. So it can at best be a aid or a help, but remembrance need to happen internally. So what is the meaning of this remembrance? I was realizing when I was sitting there that I haven't even scratched the surface of smarana. And the practice of smarana also has not been happening. So then based on my previous reading, I was just analyzing my thoughts, and then I went back after her passing and I was reading something more. There is one very, very important prerequisite to be able to do good quality smarana. An extremely important prerequisite for not only good quality, for any quality smarana. There is an extremely important prerequisite. And I'm not going to ask you all and play a guessing game, but that prerequisite is Anta-karana Shuddhi. You can take it in many, you can call it many ways, cleansing the heart, Chitta Shuddhi, so many things, but I'm picking the word that has been used by Sri Jiva Goswami. Anta-karana Shuddhi. Basically, it means cleansing the heart, the process of cleaning the heart. And why that is important? Why that is important is because throughout our many lifetimes, and including this lifetime as well, there are so many things deposited in our heart that cause remembrance of those things. He did that, he did this, she did that, she said this, what about this, my bank balance, my, this, that, so many things are going on. And smarana, if you remember that verse, Mam eva, me alone. So there is an aspect of singular smarana, not smaran plus other things. So if we have all these other things which we are very much attached to, of which we have done abhyasa yoga yuktena, we have done a lot of abhyas of smaran of these other material things. So, which smarana will happen at the last moment? Mam eva or Krishna eva or these things? It has to be only one. It cannot be multiple. So that part is clear, and if it has to be one, that is why Anta-karana Shuddhi is so important. So that process of Anta-karana Shuddhi is the removal of the samskaras. I am sharing the thoughts that were coming to my mind at the time of passing of Gaurangi Mataji. I was writing down some thoughts and I thought it will be a useful thing to share for my own purification during the class. So we are talking about smarana. So, where was I? Yeah. But within that, yes. So it has to be singular. And therefore, Anta-karana Shuddhi is so important. It is the process of removal. So today we will focus on the process of removal. It's not about the process of adding something. We have already added so much garbage. And now it is the process of removal. And once we remove everything, we will talk about what all to remove. Then we will get pure smarana. And when we get that pure smarana at the end of our life, then we have, like Krishna says, na asti atra samshayaha. There is no doubt in this that you will, yah prayati sa madbhavam, you will come to me. So, now it is important for good quality smarana. Now, how do we do Anta-karana Shuddhi? So, Anta-karana or cleansing the heart occurs with the process of Shravana and Kirtana. So, in the 9 processes of bhakti, we say Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. So, Smarana, it comes third. It is preceded by Shravana and Kirtana. Now, also there is a attribute I want to add to Shravana and Kirtana. I have been doing Shravan Kirtan for many years. And many people have said they have been doing it for many years. And the process of Anta-karana Shuddhi, which we have said is the result of doing Smarana of Shravana and Kirtana, Hearing and chanting. Shravana and Kirtana means hearing the name of the Lord or hearing the pastimes, the stories of the Lord. Shravana means hearing. And Kirtan means chanting or speaking. Right now, I am doing Kirtan. It doesn't have to be musical. And you are all doing Shravana. So hearing and speaking or hearing and chanting. But it must be done in a highly focused way. Now it's not just about, it seems like a circular logic. Smarana includes the aspect of focus. And we are saying for that you must have Antakarana Shuddhi. To do that you have to do focused hearing and chanting. It seems like a circular logic. So what is the meaning of doing focused hearing and chanting, Shravana and Kirtana? Why, or putting it in the reverse way, what is the cause of ineffective Shravana and Kirtan? I have seen it in my life. Shravana and Kirtan being ineffective. And Kirtan, a very potent form of Kirtan is japa that we do every day. So why is it ineffective? And please remember these 4 things. Memorize it, analyze it every day in your life. I think I have shared about this before. But these 4 items, if you can implement while doing your Shravana and Kirtan, you will become a sadhu. You will become a saint. You will become a very, very, very advanced devotee. So these 4 things, please write it down on the cover page of whatever notebook you have. So what are the 4 things that cause ineffectiveness in our Shravana and Kirtan? That is the topic, or not the topic, but that's the heading. The causes of ineffectiveness of our Shravana and Kirtan. Okay? The first one is TB. Acronyms help. Okay? So TB, tuberculosis or whatever, TB. Tattva Brahm. Tattva Brahm. In other words, there are many other ways to think about it, is doubts. Is this process even true? Is Krishna real? Or is it just a, whatever. So, Tattva Brahm. So I'm not going to be able to go into details of all these points today, but to eliminate Tattva Brahm means doubts about the essential nature of Bhagavan, of God, and the process to reach God. Brahma means doubt, Tattva means the essence. So you're doubting the essence. A medicine is being given to you. Our cancer doctor will give chemotherapy, and you doubt, oh, is this doctor giving this? Is it just glucose that's coming into my body, or is it really the medicine? If you have those doubts, that's a problem. The tattva, the medicine, very, very strong medicine is being given, and you are having a doubt. Tattva Brahma. How to eliminate that is by everything has to be focused. Nothing can be diluted. So that word focused becomes like a meaningless word after a certain point. But very focused association with advanced devotees. And constantly solution is asat 80, asat trishna. Asat trishna. Attraction to everything material that we have. Some things material. Now we are not attracted to everything. Everybody is not attracted to everything. Everybody may have strong attraction for something which they just cannot give up. For many people, it is family. Family comes first, or other things, whatever one is attached to. In some people's case, it may be something else, career or their bank balance, or whatever it may be. Asat Trishna. So if you can see, the more you are attached to this, the focus on Shravana and Kirtan will be diluted. It will take second, third, fourth, fifth, ninth priority. The third thing is HD. HD, Hriday Durbalta, the weakness of the heart. So what is the difference between Asat Trishna and Hriday Durbalta? You can think, one can say Asat Trishna means strong attachment to something specific is due to weakness of heart. That is also true, but there is a subtle difference between the two. The subtle difference is Hriday Durbalta means you are not attached to something, it is a past attachment. Left on your own, you may not be always thinking of it, but if prompted, you give in. So basically, one is a more front and center samskar. Samskar means conditioning. So more front and present. What was like clear and present danger. There's a movie, I think, like that. So front and center, and one is past. But if something happens, suppose somebody is attached to drinking, a very common example I will take. There are many, many strong things which I don't even want to talk about here. You are driving on the road and you cross a bar. Oh, long, you see that's coming. Should I turn? Should I not turn? Should I turn? No, I will not turn. And when you come close, you turn. Arey, chalo, one. Haven't had it for a long time. One will not make a difference. You see? Or some friend comes and you and him used to drink a lot together. Now you meet him after 5 years. That's all you did with him. That's your main remembrance of your association with that person. When that person shows up, you will not think, okay, let us sit and read Bhagavatam, because that's not the samskar. That's not the picture you have in your, no, it's not just a picture, it's the impression on your mind. So, okay, chalo. So you have to really understand the difference. So that is Hriday Durbalata, the heart gives in. You can call it willpower or this or that, whatever. There can be various other. These are some things are, called non-translatables. So there's not an exact word, but a collection of words gives a fair enough understanding of the meaning of these terms. And finally, very important one is Nam Aparadh, N-A. And there are 10 Nam Aparadhs, so this fourth one expands into 10. And we were talking yesterday in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu class how important it is to steer clear of Nam Aparadhs. So we will not be having time to go into these 10 all today, but I'm just giving you pointers and references so that you can, and sort of building up the overall topic. So it's like a sort of, you can think of it like a overall class today with a lot of scope to go deeper into specific areas. So let us revise. What are the four, what were these four things about? What's the title of this? What is the heading? Causes of ineffectiveness of Shravana and Kirtana. First one, TB. What is that? Tattva Brahma. Second one, AT. Asat Trishna. Third one, HD. Hriday Durbalta. And fourth one, NA. Nam Aparadh. Okay? So TB, AT, HD, NA. Always remember this. Yes. Nam Aparadh. Very hard to give one-liner. There are 10-liner. But if one thing you want to take away from this is that when you are doing your japa, this mainly applies to kirtan. Nam aparadha means when you are taking the name, when you are chanting the name, there are some offenses, aparadhas. Shri Shri Nitai Satchidanand Dev Bhagwan ki jai. Shri Shri Narsingh Dev Bhagwan ki jai. Is inattention, letting your mind wander consciously. Consciously letting your mind wander, not unconsciously, because that would be smarana. Again, it will become circular logic. This is very important to understand. So we say the 10th item in that list is inattentiveness while chanting. So at a very high stage of Nam Japa is with Smarana. We will talk about Nam Smarana. But right now in the beginning, you are not yet at the stage of Nam Smarana, you are at the stage of Nam Kirtan. There is difference between Nam Smaran and Nam Kirtan. So at the stage of Nam Kirtan, because we are talking about Shravana and Kirtana, don't consciously let your mind wander. Arey, what is this boring Kirtan? Let me total up all my assets. This bank 10,000, that bank 20,000, 30, that stock 25. Kitna tha? 10, 20, no. Once again, 10, 20, 25, 20, wait. Now, Nam Kirtan is going on over there, and here you are busy mentally, calculating your assets. And even if you remember, Nam Kirtan is going on, you don't stop. Arey, let me get a total. Nice, peaceful environment. Let me get a total. Or checking your WhatsApp, replying, nice opportunity to reply to friends. So consciously engaging away from Kirtan. By mistake, if your mind goes away, and the moment you discover or detect, my mind is there, you bring it back, that is not a first stage of attentiveness. So consciously you let it wander. Or even when you know, no, this is too important for me to think about than Nam Kirtan, let me continue down this thought. You keep continuing, that is very big aparadh. One of them, but the most important of them, I have explained the essence. So once again, the 4 causes of ineffectiveness in Shravana and Kirtan. First one is TB, Tattva Brahma. AT, Asat Trishna. HD, Hriday Durbalta. And NA, Nam Aparadha. So please try to focus on these, and your Shravana and Kirtan. Now this cannot be solved overnight. Asat Trishna, Hriday Durbalta is not going to just go away overnight. It requires long practice. So this will take time and effort, but start applying now. One has focus areas to start working. Okay? Start working on these focus areas. So, couple of other things I just wanted to on the side mention. So we were talking about the passing away. We will all face that moment. 100% guaranteed. And another thing that we can do to aid our external smarana is to create a devotional family. So that's just a small aside. And Gaurangi Mataji did an excellent job in creating a devotional family. We can see that her entire family is and they will assist when our senses, our faculties become weak and we have to be dependent on our family. You want a family who will be aligned to your direction. They will support and forward that direction, and very nicely that occurred. In her last moment, she was surrounded by devotees and Kirtan was going on. Very nice. Tilak was put. Shri Radha was written on her body. There was nourishing oil. लगाया गया था, क्या बोलेंगे, smeared on her body. There were pictures of the Lord all around. There was a garland on her from Nitai Satchinandan. There was tulsi in her mouth, Ganga water in her mouth. So as best as possible. Now, being a son, even, you cannot enter her mind and make her do smaran. Nobody can do that. We have to be our own pilots for that one. But everything external was arranged as best as possible. So creating a devotional family is a very important thing. It's like, we invest in our retirement so that we can have a good retired life. We have to invest in this also. This will also help in our, not just the retired life, the last few moments of our life. Plus, of course, many other things. That's not the only benefit of having a devotional family. Another thing is, earlier there used to be, in the Vedic culture, big joint families, or the whole village was a family. Now there is this concept of nucleus. We hardly know the neighbors. When the neighbors move out, you get to know the neighbors moved out because now somebody else's car is parked, or you see some other people, different people coming out of that door. And if somebody dies in that house or this or that, we don't even know what's going on in our family also. So we earlier used to, be close to people, whether it's neighbors or a village or our extended family. And of course, people pass away, the elders pass away. Hopefully nobody passes away untimely. But this constant reminder was there. I'm going to end up in that place one day. That has been removed or has been severely diminished. So we need to have a bigger, sphere of very close people whom we know what's going on in their life. And our devotee community is such a place. It's a big family. So we absolutely need that. Again, not just for this reason, that so that we can see people or realize that this is the end of, I'm just picking it for the sake of today's line of thought. There are tons of other bigger benefits. So just to make sure that point is there. And then there is another point. So just wanted to make 3 side points before we get back to the main topic. There is this one very famous thing that is said. For one who does bhakti in his life, if we cannot remember Krishna at the time of our death, then Krishna will remember us. So that's a very powerful and empowering statement. However, for me and for others I have talked to, it also becomes a way to relax ourselves. Oh, I don't have to do strong abhyasa yoga yuktena. Is that what is displayed here? Yes. So, because it's now his job to remember me. But he will only remember us. The clause that was given this was spoken by Ramanujacharya by his deity Varadarajji to Ramanujacharya, that I will remember you if you cannot remember me. But we are nowhere close to where Ramanujacharya was. So it still behooves us to do very, very strong abhyas during our life. And then by some accident or some chance, we cannot remember him at the end of our life, then he will remember us. So there's a big if. If we have done strong abhyas of smaran in our life. Without that, it's not going to happen. There's a very, very advanced devotee. He was in a coma. So one can imagine, like in a coma, it's like we call medically vegetable, isn't it? It's a state of, brain dead, you can say. But you never know that remembrance is not in the brain, that smarana is not in the brain. Brain and antahkarana or chitta is different. It's not located in the brain. Medically, we can say brain dead. But the remembrance continues. Now, that devotee came out of the coma afterwards. Luckily for us, for the others, it is lucky. For him, it was very unlucky. He said, "Why did you wake me up? I was with Shri Krishna and Uddhavji." So that is smarana. We may think, oh, brain dead, what is this smarana? Remembering this, that. Doesn't happen. Let us, as good as a vegetable. No, smarana is going on. So it is possible to do smarana. So, coming back to summarize so far, smarana is very important for our life. So that if we are serious about yah prayati samad bhavam, at the time of antakale cha mameva smarana muktva kalevaram. If we want to go back to Krishna at our end of our life, then smaran is extremely important, and that can be done only through abhyasa yoga yuktena. And the abhyas, I'm summarizing what we discussed, starts with antakarana shuddhi. And the way to do antakarana shuddhi is focused shravan and kirtan. And focused means 4 things, removal of 4 things, or the causes which cause the antakarana to be ashuddha, which are tattva brahma, asat trishna, hriday durbalta, and nam aparad. So doing shravan and kirtan, by removing these 4 items, then our antakarana becomes shuddha, and that is the entry point into smarana, real smarana. So quickly I want to cover smarana. Can we show 11, 13, 14? Srimad Bhagavatam 11, 13, 14. This is the definition of smarana. Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 13th chapter, 14th verse. Is it there? Okay. Etavan yoga adishto matshishyai shanakadhibihi sarvatro mana akrishya mai adhavesyate yatha. So, what is being said here is that this process of smarana, etavan yoga adishto, and we are talking about smarana, matshishyai shanakadibihi, as taught by, Lord Krishna is speaking to Uddhavji, this is from Uddhav Gita, as taught by my shishyas, headed by Sanak Kumar, who is one of the 4 Kumaras, is that sarvato, so last 2 lines are the definition. Sarvato mana akrishya. Akrishya means to withdraw. So 2 aspects are there: withdrawal, remove from somewhere and apply it somewhere else. Because obviously the default is that our mind, our man, so man, you can see the word man there in the 3rd, mind is sarvato. From all those places we withdraw it, akrishya. And where to put it? Mayi, in me. To put it in Krishna. Adha aveshyate. Completely, aveshyate means invest. To completely invest, to completely apply, to completely absorb in me. So this is the definition of smarana. So if you want a definition of smarana, this verse is quoted for that. So there are 4, now quickly I just want to give again, this is each topic can be a sort of a class or a detailed sort of understanding by itself. But smarana primarily is of four types. Nama smarana, Rupa smarana, Guna smarana, and Leela smarana. But among all of these, the easiest and the simplest and the most potent is Namasmarana. And one should always start with Namasmarana only. And it's not just the easiest and all, it's the most important as well. It's not that Leela Smarana is the most important. Namasmarana is the most important. So, what is the meaning of Namasmarana? Now, I will quickly talk about, just to give an analysis of what is the meaning of Smarana, so that you realize. I was having this conversation with my son a few days back, and we were asking, what is really, okay, at the last moment I will just remember Krishna. So this Smarana is not, has a whole theory behind it. And the idea or what I'm trying to convey is not just the theory, oh my God, now I'm a PhD in Smarana. But after understanding this, it gives us a semblance. It gives me a semblance that, oh, that's what it means. You kind of, I may say a lot of things, but you make it into a lump and you get some sense out of it. This is what it means. And more importantly, it is much deeper than what I thought it was. And it motivates us to do something about it. So that is the purpose, not to confuse you with a lot of terms and expect that everybody should remember. Those 4 items you must remember, because they are all also about doing something about it. Okay? Tattva Brahma, Asat Trishna, Hridaya Durbalata, and Nama Aparadha. You must remember those because they are something you have to actively work on. If your car's tire is punctured, you will remember it. My tire is punctured. After the class, you'll call up the whatever AAA or something. You have to do something about it. So you must remember the problem statement to be able to take action on it. So those you must remember. But this, what I am going to share, you don't need to fully remember, but just try to get that it is way deeper than most of us may have realized. And therefore, going back to Shravan and Kirtan to do Antahkarana Shuddhi is very important, because that leads to high quality Smaran. So, the first stage, so now remember I said this whole thing is a process of removal. So that is how I have structured these. There are 5 levels of Smarana. Just think of it as a process of removal. It will become much easier to understand. So the 5 stages of Smarana are, the first is called Smarana, then there is Dharana, then there is Dhyan, then there is Dhruva Anusmriti, and finally there is Samadhi. Now these may sound like, some scientific or technical terms, but just think of it as a process of removal. So the first is what we can say as simple Smarana, simple remembrance. Okay? So take 10 seconds right now and just do Smarana of. I'm not going to give you any details or any more instructions. I'm just saying do Smarana of Bhagwan for the next 10 seconds. Okay. Come back. Would some of you 2-3 like to share what? There's not much time, so please just shout out. Any which one? In these 10 seconds, you couldn't have thought of 20 pastimes. So which? Anybody else? Gratitude, okay. Lotus feet of Nitai Satchidanand. Okay. So this is, if you consider let us say there was one person who was doing this at different times. Now, there are all of more people, but let's say one person was doing this sort of varied, it's like a varied kind of smarana. You are all over the place, today here, tomorrow there, or this moment here, 20 seconds later there, this, that is, and then sometimes thinking about your bank balance, or where is my child, or I had sent this WhatsApp message, did a reply come? So many things are there. Oh, I have to fix my tire puncture. So along with all that, it's a big mix of, it's a big khichdi. So that is, you can say, so you can see now it's a khichdi, or you can say a pile of whatever stuff. So that's first level smarana. Now we will start removing stuff from it. So we will remove things from it. So the next stage is called dharana. Dharana, if you understand Hindi or Sanskrit, dharan karna. Dharan means to take on. So, dharana means to take on Bhagavan, but mainly the removal aspect is giving up or withdrawal from external objects. So all external sense objects, not objects, but sense objects, anything that is external. So basically, closing off your senses, eyes, ears, no ting from the WhatsApp. So that's an external sense object. Eyes, oh, milk is boiling, or oh, whatever, my child is whatever, running. So eyes, ears, smell. So primarily eyes and ears. So shutting those off and then doing smarana. So the same smarana. So we start with the simple smarana and we remove the sense objects, external sense objects. That is dharana. I'm giving very general definition. There are more specific, but to make it simple. Okay? The third level is dhyana. Now in dhyana, so in the first two levels, yes, we removed the external sense objects. We shut down or closed our senses, our jnanendriyas, and also karmendriyas. You don't go and do stuff with your hands either. But still the smaran or the remembrance was all over the place. Sometimes the pastime of the Lord, sometimes gratitude, sometimes Hare Krishna, sometimes the sound of the japa, sometimes, Damodar Leela pastime, or whichever other pastime, the appearance of Lord Krishna, or so many others, Rasa Leela pastime, etc., etc., etc. So it can be all over the place. So dhyana, the third level, is a narrowing down from all those to something that you are specifically attracted to. Either it could be in the Nam, or Rupa, or Guna, or Leela. Any of these. But some things, the more, again, this is a very, very advanced stage. So one develops, one realizes, oh, that is what I am attracted to. So then one begins to focus more and more on just that. So it is, first level was general, then we closed off external sense objects. But internally we are doing the smarana, plus internal thoughts are also there. The mind is not closed. Mind is also a sense organ, right? Only the external sense organs were closed. The mind was still active, so there is that mental thing going on. Plus, at the dharana stage, there is a remembrance of all these things in a mixture. At the dhyana stage, that part is getting narrowed down into something more specific. Aspect of the Lord is becoming narrower. Okay? Like your, what you call, focus. You understand what I'm saying. Then comes Dhruva Anusmriti, it's called Dhruva Anusmriti. then at that level, we remove even the internal thoughts are gone. Then all that is there, that is Dhruva Anusmriti, fixed. The Anusmriti, it contains how many words? This Dhruva Anusmriti, I will break it into 3 words. Dhruva, Anu, Smriti. So Smriti is clear, remembrance, but fixed. Our remembrance is fixed only on the Lord. So the internal thoughts are also removed. Okay? Are you following? Till the previous stage they were there. Now even they are gone. So all that remains is what? Just a specific aspect of remembrance of the Lord, a specific aspect of remembrance. And then comes the word anu, because mind is always on. Mind is not off. So it is anu means continuous. Krishnanushilanam we say. So means continuous seva of Bhagavan. Anukulyena Krishnanushilanam. So Anushila, Anu means continuous. So here Anusmriti means continuous. 2 very beautiful examples have been given by the Acharyas. One is that of the Ganges river. You try to block it here, it will try to flow another way. It means the point is, yes, this, even if you try to stop, it will not stop. Anusmriti. Now it's the opposite. First you had to focus to think. Even if you try to think of Bhagwan, you are thinking about your family or bank balance. Automatically it is going there, now it has flipped. You're trying to think of something else, no, it's automatically coming back to Bhagavan. So you try to stop the Ganga river, it will flow from here, it will flow from there. Another very nice example is given. How many of you have tried to pour honey or some thick liquid from a bottle? How many of you have been frustrated? That thingy, you know, that little dhara, that thingy, you know, it doesn't stop, right? You try that, you're trying not to mess your hands and touch it, and it doesn't stop. That line becomes like, you know, have you experienced that? You know, you're trying to like, you know, when it will stop, but it keeps going. That thin thread of honey or whatever thick viscous liquid. So you're trying to stop it, but it is not stopping. So that is the example that is given. You're trying to, even in the devotee never tries to forget the Lord, but even if there was a reason to try to not remember that, he cannot. Because everything else has been removed. All the external objects of distraction have been removed, all the internal objects of distraction have been removed. And the final stage is samadhi. Samadhi means complete absorption in Bhagavan, when one forgets the existence of everything else, including one's own self. Including one's own mind, one's own self is completely not present. It's you know, as good as like a death, but one is not dead, like Prahlad Maharaj. He is the epitome of Smaran. He would be like being pierced with a spear. So body is being pierced. He would be thrown in the fire. His body is burning, but it doesn't exist for him. That external existence is completely eliminated. Not external, I mean external means, yeah, of course external and internal also, like bodily. Mind is also part of the body. So that complete existence is eliminated. So that is samadhi. Of course, I am nobody to talk about these things. I have literally zero experience about any of these levels. But I am just sharing what I have theoretically understood. So when Krishna says, Antakale cha mam eva smarana muktva kalevaram, it's not definitely the first level. General smarana along with external, that abhyas that we have to do cannot remain at the first level. We have a long life ahead. Long means few years at least, not like 5 minutes. we must utilize it in the practice of moving from stage 1 to at least stage 2, at least stage 3, as far as we can. And the process of even starting to go from stage 1 to 2 is Shravana and Kirtana in a focused way, which means by removing those 4 things. So I will just quickly summarize. I already started summarizing. So working on our Tattva Brahma, removing the doubts about the essence of who is Krishna and who are we and our relationship with Krishna, strengthening that relationship through removal of Tattva Brahma. Asat Trishna, we talked about it. Hriday Durbalta and Naam Aparadh. So by working on these things, we should continue to focus on our Shravana and Kirtan. And some portion of our japa, we should make it a smarana. Just in the mind. No talking, no speaking. At least one round. A practical tip. Focusing on the name as a smarana. And then the remaining things will get sfurti. It will arise in our heart. Shri Shri Nitai Sachinandan Dev Bhagwan ki. भगवान के नाम की, उनके गुणों की, उनके रूप की और उनकी लीलाओं की स्फूर्ति होगी. Sfurti means it will arise in our heart slowly. So that is how we can try to practice our smaran so that at the end of our life we can do smaran of Bhagwan. So I hope this was a little bit useful. I am sorry if I said anything wrong. And now let us engage in the process of nice Shravana and Kirtan. Any burning questions anybody has? Yes.
Just for my correction, Prabhuji, Samadhi term we use when someone gave up his physical body. Is it not correct?
No. Samadhi of our acharyas only we use that term. They don't give up the body. We say they go into Samadhi. Their Atma is always in that. They have no external, like I said, body is just external. That was given up even when they were quote unquote alive. That body is the only thing that has now become useless. They were always in Samadhi before they medically died, so to say. So they were in Samadhi and they are continuing to be in Samadhi. But for me, when I die, it will not be called Samadhi. It will be called some useless death. So that is the situation. Okay. Anything else?
Question. So the Antakarma Shuddhi you mentioned, that is similar to Anartha Nivritti, right?
Yes. Profit, yes, is Anartha Nivrittis. Yes.
So the Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena, that is for the sadhaka, right?
Yes.
Practice,
Yeah.
practitioner. So
Everything we talked about is for a practitioner.
the Smaran, Antakale Shamami, the Smaran Upakale, isn't that Smaran naturally comes at the time of death for perfection, like one who has achieved perfection? Practice we can do, I understand.
Yeah, but how did they achieve that perfection? Through practice.
Sadhana.
Through practice, yeah.
So, but naturally being able to do that, that is at the stage of.
So there is no, I mean, you're trying to say that once there is some kind of border threshold that one is crossed toward perfection. So that is the stage of Samadhi, that is true. But when we say that if we have sincerely done the sadhana through our life, I also mentioned this, that then Krishna comes and remembers us. So if
What does it mean when Krishna remembers? Does it mean that we are achieving?
Krishna will remember to take us back. He won't forget us and let us continue in our cycle of birth and death.
Even at the stage of a sadhaka?
Now, I don't know the answer to that. I think it's between that individual and Krishna. So the focus is not on where we must get to. There is not any kind of goal post. The focus is on, have we sincerely tried and not only just tried, sincerely done the practice till whatever life is left ahead of us. So I think that was the focus of the class. Thank you very much. Now let us engage in very, very focused Shravana and Kirtan. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Shri Nitai Satchidananda Dev Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Shri Prahlad Narsingh Bhagwan ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, same.
If everyone can put the mats away and we can have kirtan, chanting. So, chanting is participatory. So please participate in the chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna.
Hari Nitai Satchinandana Gaura Hari Nitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vrishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namah Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Namaste Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Govinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nita Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Nita Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Jaya Nita Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Nita Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Jaya Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Shyam Sundar Shri Radhe. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Haribol, Haribol.
Yeah. Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Praladadayine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shilatankanakalaya. Yito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. yato yato yamita yato narsimha Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsingha Narasingamadim Sharanam Prapadye Narasingamadim Sharanam Prapade Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamadhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Shahare Jaya Jagadisha Hari Jai Jagadisha Hari Tavakara Keshavadrita Narahare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Gaura Premanandi.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Guru Parampara ki jai. Shrimati Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Shinatai Sachinandan Dev ki jai. Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Swami ki jai. Tai Gaur Premnandi Hare Bhav. Vancha Kalpatrubhyacha Kipo Sindhabheva Cha Titanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah. Thank you all for joining us for our Sunday feast. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? You were just engaged in Kirtan Rasa. How are you all doing? Thank you. Let's use our bodies for the purpose they're meant for. So, important announcements for today is, of course, prasadam will be served shortly. But I think we're going to go. Wednesday is the official date of Sri Nityananda Prabhu appearance day. He's called Adi Guru, none other than Balramji. So you can see the schedule. So since it's a weekday, working day, it's split into 2 sessions, Wednesday and Sunday. So just remember that. So Wednesday, Aarti, we know that devotees and congregation members, they may not be able to get off early from work, right? So it's adjusted. So at 5:30, the pujaris will perform Aartik, and at 5:30, if there's anybody here that would like to chant during Aartik, they can do so. At 6 o'clock will be Abhishek of Shri Shinatai Sachinandan, our residing Ishtadevs. And then at 6:30 to 7, there'll just be a half-hour lecture. So Nityananda Tattva, understanding about the position of Nityananda ji and Balram ji, Lakshman ji, etc., are complex. And you can't, it may not be a deep dive, but at least to introduce. So that'll be at 6:30 to 7. And then 7 to 7:30, there'll be cultural program. We'll have dance or bhajans. Okay, so the youth will make some presentations and there'll be a bhajan. So that'll occur from 7 to 7:30. Then we'll have Arthik with Kirtan up to 8, and then 8 will be Prasadam to go. It's a work day, so that means people can go home, take Prasadam in the comfort of their home, and cleanup can occur in the temple in a timely manner. Okay, so that's Wednesday. Any questions on that one? So, Abhishek starts at 6. So if you want to be here for Abhishek, you can come at 6. Okay, and then Sunday, it's our usual schedule, 11:30 we start, but the lecture will be half hour, and then cultural program will be half hour. And then Aarti from 12:30 to 12:50, and then Prasadam here between 1 to 2:30. Any questions on that? Mother Mataji?
Prabhuji, we'll be making garlands at my house on Tuesday evening.
Yes.
Any Mataji who is able to make it, they can come and help there.
Okay. So thank you for the reminder. Usually at the Parents' Day of the Lord, altar, and usually the main decoration is flowers. So Mother Mataji is saying that since flowers, etc., will be made the day before, and it'll be at your house. So you can you raise your hand? So anybody that's interested in making flower garlands, please see Mother Mataji. It's a pretty big task. Normally, a couple of Matajis make it on their own, but for a Parents' Day of the Lord festival, I think many Matajis can come. If Prabhus want to help out, they can come too, right? Yeah, no discrimination here. And if the youth want to help, they can come too. Thank you very much. So, any questions about the Sunday program? Or pretty straightforward, right? Okay, so upcoming visits will be, I believe that in the beginning of March, His Grace Arjun Sakha Prabhu from Seattle will come. I think the occasion is Ras Raj's birthday, the family wanted to hear from him, so we can all benefit from that. And then at the week before March, week before Gaur Purnima, Kirtan Premi Prabhu is hopefully going to be coming. So please come for that. We'll have home Kirtan programs and of course temple Kirtan program. Those of you that are part of the Kirtan Mandali, try to somehow or other escape from college or high school for a couple of days. Last time he was here was about 2 years ago, and I think the kirtans were lively and very engaging. So please come for that. And then at the end of April 24th to 30th, inclusive, is the visit of His Grace Hari Parshad Prabhu. All of you know who he is, a wonderful, sweet devotee. And we'll all benefit from hearing from him. I think all the dates are booked, as I know. Okay. And then His Grace Dwarkadish Prabhu will be coming will it be 31st we'll have a program, Prabhu? Dwarkadish Prabhu? Okay. So, there's no 31st? Okay, sorry. 1st May. So, beginning next month, April 1st, right? May 1st, I'm sorry. May 1st will be a program, a home program from what I understood. And then in middle of May will be the visit of His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. He'll be here for 3 presentations. And those will probably occur through home. And he'll most likely discuss about the personality based on Ramayana. Okay? And then at some point Dhruva Prabhu will be coming as well. Okay, I think for right now, those are the senior devotees that I know of. Am I missing anybody? No. Anybody's birthdays or parents' days? Yes. That's why he ran out. He didn't want to get embarrassed. How old will he be?
He's going to be 7 tomorrow.
7. Wonderful. Congratulations. Paru Mataji's wonderful son's birthday is tomorrow. Any other birthdays that... Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. So since I didn't have this conversation, management group sent me a message that today's prasadam is sponsored by Krishna Prabhu. Is Krishna Prabhu here? And Pratibha Mataji, you're here? And so your Prabhu is not here today? Or he's up somewhere? Okay. So you can stand up, Mataji. And then your daughter Ishanvi, she's here. And your son Ram, where's Ram? So today happens to be, is today Sri Ram's birthday? Yes. How old are you, Ram? Oh, 7, just like Dhruva Prabhu will be. Dhruva. So congratulations, thank you for sponsoring Sunday Feast. Let's appreciate them sponsoring Sunday Feast with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Congratulations, Ram. Is your birthday today? Yes. Oh, wonderful. You have a friend whose birthday is going to be tomorrow. Dhruv, you can introduce yourself to Ram. So, any birthdays, celebrations, anniversaries, family, anniversaries, you can the best way for us to do is to sponsor a feast, because that's then offered to the Lord, and remnants are a yajna. You get the remnants of that yajna, and that's prasadam. Okay? So thank you. Any other birthdays or anniversaries that I'm missing? Vivek Prabhu? Why do you look so sad? That's why. How old is your mom going to be? Okay. Vivek Prabhu's mother, I should never ask that. Vivek Prabhu's mother's birthday is tomorrow as well. So congratulations, and please take the blessings of the Lord and transfer to your mother, okay? Any other birthdays, anniversaries? Okay. Let's see. I don't know, I get the feeling I'm forgetting something, but I think that's it. Okay, so we'll have prasadam prayers. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. So Ekadashi, Why do we observe Ekadashi? Somebody said Ekadashi tomorrow. Was that you? Why do we observe Ekadashi? Sorry, I don't mean to put you on the spot. It's a chance to improve our smaranam, decrease the bodily needs, the second stage, and then, absorb ourselves in chanting the holy name and hearing the holy name. So, simplify for tomorrow and then break fast or complete your Ekadashi Vrat on Tuesday. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, anything else? Okay, so we'll have prasadam prayers and then devotees can go up and honor prasadam. Oh, I remember. Nityananda Triyodashi, we have lots more flowers, lots more decoration, bhoga. So we kindly request your donations, extra donations for that particular day. You can rest satisfied that the temple is transparent. Whatever we receive, we will use for that purpose. So flowers cost a lot after COVID, and devotees kindly go and flowers and put the energy free of cost into making the flowers. But if you have a desire to sponsor anything for Nityananda Triyodashi, then please do so, okay? You can see me or you can write it on the board behind the wall here. All right? Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Which one of you will chant the prasadam prayers? Nobody said.
जय श्री निताय सच्चिदानंद महाप्रसाद की, श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की। महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्रह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्प पूर्णं भतं राजन् विश्वासनेव जायते शरीर विद्याजाल जड़ इंद्रिय तहे काल जीव फेले विषय सागरे तार मध्य जीवागति लभमय सुधर्मते ताके जेता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ दयामय करिबारे जीवा जय।